I think it is one of the most fucked up industries I've ever seen. So excuse the sweatiness. I just warmed up for a workout, which I can't do because my husband isn't here to watch my son, and I can't go run 2 miles and take the 47 minutes that it'll take me at this point and leave him at the gym alone. So my workout partner's out there running right now, but I wanted to just touch on something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it's gonna be somewhat controversial. It may stir the pot. Those of you who know me know I am not new to that or shy about doing so. So let's just get straight to it. I want to talk about the bikini figure competition world. I think it is one of the most fucked up industries I've ever seen. I have never seen a group of people who are more negatively obsessed with their food, with their exercise, with the way their bodies look. It's never enough. It's never perfect enough. I don't look like that. I don't have that line. I can't do this. Diet more, exercise more. Now, I'll preface this with the fact that I have never personally competed in the bikini or figure world. I have no desire to do so. I can't stand it, frankly. But that doesn't mean I have experience or don't have experience with working with people that have been in that world, that have competed, that have trained in that way, that have hired other nutrition coaches while they were competing or working to competing in a bikini or figure competition. And I'm a part of a Facebook group, I won't say what, that is nutrition coaching, and they specialize in flexible dieting, okay, or a macronutrient approach to changing your body composition. There are thousands of people in this group. I see posts every day, all day, and then multiple people posting within those threads about how terrified these people are to eat more food, how they've been dieting for so long, how they have been trained to eat less, cut this out, just, you know, abstain from this, you need to get leaner, you need to get cut, you need to cut this out, you need to restrict yourself from all these things because you're not lean enough, because you have to prepare for a show. And these people are doing this all year round, okay? Now, I know it's possible, and I know there are the exceptions to this, that there are people who compete within the figure world and bikini world that are healthy, okay, or healthy enough. It's sustainable enough for them because they understand how to take care of their metabolism. They understand physiology and the need to feed themselves enough throughout the year to keep their metabolism healthy, to regulate their hormones, and to not stress their bodies out throughout the year with too much dieting, too much exercise, okay? I'm talking about the average population seeing someone on Instagram or a blog post or someone they admire, you know, these people take pictures of their physique and stuff like that, which fine, that's their job, that's their passion. But average Joes, typical people like you and me, who just want to look better. They want to lose weight, they want to be leaner, maybe they want to do resistance training for the first time in a long time. And they look to these bikini competitor, figure competitor programs and diets and people for advice and guidance. And I cannot think of a more disconnected way to develop healthy eating habits than to follow a bikini or figure diet or training regimen, especially these stupid guru coaches who basically just starve their clients. They cut their calories, they slash their carbs, they have no regard for their health, and when their clients are hungry, they get them to just drink more water or just take a nicotine patch. It'll suppress your appetite. Drink more coffee. Okay, it's all about being less. So I just wanted to let you know that I will never support competing in the bikini or figure world. I think it is the quickest way to develop an obsessive and disordered and fucked up relationship with food and exercise, because it's all about looks. It's all about looking a very certain way for 2 hours, 5 hours, one day when you're on that stage, getting as lean as physically possible, and you will kill yourself trying to do so for weeks and weeks, months and months. And you know what happens? These people, because they're not appropriate for these competitions, they're not prepared to get up there and to win or to do well. So they work as hard as they can. They bust their ass for weeks and months. They diet, they train, they do fasted cardio, they do more cardio, they go back to the gym 2-3 times a day, they cut out more carbs, they fast, they do all this shit that fucks up their metabolism, and they don't place as well. All right, they don't get top 2, top 3, top 10. Oh, you know what? I just have to work harder. I'm gonna sign up for the next one. I'm really motivated to do well next time. So they diet again, and they diet again, and they diet, and they do this all year round. Or they binge for a little bit afterwards, right? Because they've been so restricted for so long that they just go nuts. They gain 20, 30 pounds within a few weeks, a few short months after this very restrictive dieting phase. And then they feel sorry, you know, they feel ashamed, you know, they feel like they have no control over themselves, and so they go back to dieting. They go back to training for another show, training for another bikini competition. Bikini competitions, physique competitions, that world has nothing to do with health. I know there are people that compete in it that are healthy, okay? But for the average Joe, if you're just looking to get in shape, to be lean, you know, even if you wanted a six-pack and see your abs, it's not necessary to diet in that extreme way, okay? How do you know that having a six-pack is even healthy for you? You don't know that. And so what happens is people sign up for these stupid competitions and they're trying to fit their body into whatever standard those 4 or 5 panels of judges have, when everyone's unique body, it's not even physically possible for people to look that way. And at the end of the day, you're told, not good enough, after 3 or 4 months of killing yourself. So I hate the idea of training for a bikini or physique competition. I mean, I'm all for people setting goals, working hard, paying attention to their food. Of course you have to take care of yourself to pay attention to what you're eating. You do not have to train like and diet like a bikini or a physique person. It's unnecessary, it's unhealthy. You know, we see these stories all the time. At least I see it because I'm kind of in the fitness industry where I'm in the nutrition coaching realm. I see these coaches, okay, and watch their story. I was unhealthy, and then I started training for a bikini or physique competition. I did well, but then I developed an eating disorder. I, you know, thankfully came back for that and I'm healed, so I want to help you too gain your sanity back and help you develop a positive relationship with food like I had to do after competing in the world of bikini or physique. It's all the same story. Wake up. It is so unnecessary to live your life like that. You don't have to obsess over every little bite of food you eat. You don't have to obsess of burning tons of calories every time you're in the gym. You don't have to obsess about looking a certain way. If your happiness is banking on the idea of looking a certain way and not necessarily feeling well and functioning well and living a balanced life and having body acceptance and self-love, you will never be happy because it'll never be enough. You'll always find something else to fix, okay? We all have cellulite. We all, look, I have a big nose, okay? We all have stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back from a loving place and saying, all right, I love myself. I want to take care of myself. There are things I want to work on. Of course, I believe in bettering yourself, okay? Physically, emotionally, mentally, with your relationship with your family and your spouse and friends and things like that. I believe in constant self-improvement. However, I don't believe in turning those things into negative obsessions, which is more than likely what happens with people when they join this bikini figure world and they become obsessed and it's never enough and they have to diet harder and then they binge and they diet harder and all of a sudden they're not eating food anymore. They're just doing math equations all day long, figuring out what they have to do to negate that so they can be ready by this show, and they're not going to do well enough at that show, so they'll just sign up for the next one, and it's just, I can't stand it. So bottom line, I want to show you that you don't have to train like a bikini or figure person. You don't have to diet like them to have a lean, sexy, functioning, healthy body, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this, but you don't have to sign up for these stupid competitions. And I'm sorry if this struck a chord with you and you feel like you don't have a negative relationship with food, okay, and you are training for a bikini or figure competition. So I want you to ask yourself, how often do you think about your food? How often do you think about exercise? Are you thinking about it all day long? Are you constantly on your MyFitnessPal? Are you constantly worried about, if I eat this, then I can't eat that? Yeah, I have to negate that. Okay, am I gonna be ready? Are you constantly looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, oh, I gotta fix that, I gotta, you know, that's a mental, that's an emotional thing. You need to work on your relationship with you. That's not physical. So no diet or exercise regimen will fix that. So I hope this kind of sheds some light on the subject of, I want to get lean, I want to lift weights. Do I need to train like a bodybuilder or the Instagram, you know, fitness model? No, you don't.